Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Zabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna. Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And today we have got to break down a fan favorite. We're talking about track number 14 on 1989 Taylor's version, and that is Wonderland.
Yes.
Ooh, it's written by Taylor Swift, Max Martin, and Shellback, and it's a great one. It's a really good song.
This is a bop.
Yeah, it is a bop.
A certified bop. I mean, obviously we've loved it for forever, but do like the general public, like, do they know about how wonderful the song is?
There was a TikTok trend, wasn't there, where it was like a real fast cutting of the song? No?
I don't remember. Maybe.
I thought there was, but maybe not.
The way that I determine if the public really knows about this song a lot is if there's a Wikipedia page just for that song. Mm-hmm. There is not for Wonderland. So, like, I'm on Wikipedia right now. I'm looking at all the track listings. Most of them have their own dedicated Wikipedia page that links to it in the track listing. Mm-hmm. Wonderland does not.
That's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm. Which, like, I get, like, this was a deluxe track, right? On the deluxe edition of the original album of 1989, which typically for like really like any artist, a deluxe album, the bonus tracks, like I think it's normal for those to kind of just be more popular amongst the fans. But with Taylor, sometimes it's hard, especially now with like the bigger and bigger and bigger that she gets. A lot of our fan favorite songs are now like Cruel Summer, perfect example. Like that was a fan favorite for a long time, and then it became the number one song in the country for
4 years later.
4 years later for like the entire summer. And so I didn't know if normal people knew about Wonderland.
Normal people. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so Wonderland. Where do we go from here?
I mean, who is it about? There are so many things that I've seen.
There's a lot of theories.
I was going to say, it depends on who you ask.
So many people. Harry Styles, John Mayer, Diana Agron?
Right?
Yeah.
From Glee?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really tell.
It depends on who you ask, really. And it's funny because I actually went and found like theories that were posted online from 10 years ago, like from the original era, just to see if it's still the test of time, I guess. And some of it has been kind of like resurfaced, retouched, whatever. But yeah, there's so much around the song. But the obvious is that it is inspired by Alice in Wonderland.
Of course.
Right? Now, I have a confession. I don't think I've ever seen Alice in Wonderland.
I have to tell you the funniest story. Oh my gosh. For my sister's 25th birthday, we kidnapped her, and we had this big, extravagant, we all had Alice in Wonderland outfits, and we had one for her, and it was this big thing. I mean, like, we planned for months and months and put tons of energy and money into this. And later on in the night, she's like, I've never seen Alice in Wonderland.
Why did you pick an Alice in Wonderland
theme? It just fit her personality, and I just assumed, I guess.
I kind of wish that she wouldn't have said anything until like years later, just like
oh, dang.
Well, I guess like I don't think I've ever seen it, but it's iconic enough where like I know the characters, I know the story, I know the names of like I get the references without having seen it. If that makes sense.
No,
and
makes
maybe
sense.
I saw it when I was a kid, but like I don't think so.
I love Alice in Wonderland because I have a bunch of old Alice in Wonderland copies of books. I have different art. I feel like sometimes I'm Alice in Wonderland because I think if I just have a nibble of this and a nibble of this, then I'm going to feel better. Or, drink the tea, whatever. So I'm constantly on an Alice in Wonderland cocktail of my own, trying to find the right balance.
So what is the overall story of Alice in Wonderland?
So Alice, she follows a rabbit down a hole that's at the bottom of a tree, like a rabbit's burrow, right?
She was unhappy with her current life.
Okay.
Right. And then, so she was like, always had the wandering eye to have a better life, right? And then followed the rabbit, yes.
Yeah, she followed a rabbit down a hole, and she enters this weird fairy tale, strange land that's really trippy. And whoever was making at least the Disney version was on a lot of drugs when they were making it because it is wild and trippy. And she just goes through this world and meets all these different unique creatures and
Finds trouble.
characters. There's trouble everywhere. There's like a singing walrus. There's the hare, the Mad Hatter. There's an evil queen that's trying to catch... She's trying to catch Alice, and she's screaming off with her head all the time. And the queen plays croquet with flamingos. And I don't really remember how it ended.
It's wild.
It is weird.
She wakes up in the end. Like she was just daydreaming underneath a tree reading a book. But Anna, as soon as we said Alice in Wonderland, I was immediately thinking about the cartoon, but you've never seen the Tim Burton version either?
No, I haven't.
And it's all based off of a book, too. I
By
assume.
Lewis Carroll.
Because there is the animated version, and then also is the Tim Burton one the one with Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the Mad Hatter. He's
Yeah,
got
like
orange hair, curly.
I can definitely visualize it. Like I knew of it, but I just never got around to seeing it. Maybe I should. I mean, you guys are making it sound pretty cool.
It's a good one.
You know what I do appreciate as a parent is that when you're watching an old Disney movie, they're only like an hour long. Like The Little Mermaid is not that long of a movie. Alice in Wonderland is not that long. And so it's just really nice. It's like, we can just pop this on pretty quickly and plow through it. It's pretty nice. But before we start breaking down this song, what is everyone's favorite Disney classic movie from your childhood?
I knew every word to Little Mermaid growing up, but I think Beauty and the Beast had my soul.
Oh, okay.
Beauty and the Beast, yeah.
Okay.
Little Mermaid, but I don't have that art at my house. I do have Alice in Wonderland and those books.
One year for Lacey's birthday, your mom sent a Little Mermaid, an Ariel, up to the morning show studio, and she sang a song to you. In front of everybody.
That was
fun.
My absolute favorite movie. As a kid, I would go to my grandparents' church, and they didn't have any kids there, so they all loved the grandkids to come over. And if a grandkid ever wanted to do anything, you could perform it at church. Well, I didn't know how to do anything, so sometimes my grandpa would give me a bell to ring or something. Well, one day I told him, I think I want to sing The Little Mermaid. And so they let me and my friend come sing The Little Mermaid. We put down a blue tarp, and that was like the ocean. My friend's mom made us mermaid tails, and we played from the boombox and sang the entire soundtrack to Little Mermaid.
Wow.
And everybody loved it. We weren't even any good. They were just like, oh, kids are cute.
And it had nothing to do with God.
It had nothing, no. Just a big fan.
Anna, what's your favorite Disney movie?
I don't know. Really, I guess memory wise, I know that when I was a kid, I had the purple dress from Meg in Hercules, and my mom claims that I would just never take it off. I would sleep in it. I would sleep with it, use it as a blanket. So I guess my fascination was with Meg from Hercules. But yeah, I don't know.
Lion King's pretty good, too.
Lion
It is pretty
King
good.
for sure.
If you have a good soundtrack,
Yeah.
that'll make you a good movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to say that overall, my favorite Disney movie is a Goofy movie.
Oh my God, a classic.
Absolutely love it. Goofy and Max go on a road trip. They go see Powerline. It's great. But I think I'm with you, Amy. I love Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I think my favorite Disney song is the opening song in Beauty and the Beast when it's Belle walking through the town.
Yeah.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour. I love that song so much. I listen to it constantly with my kids, and I love it so much.
It really is good.
Yeah, it's a great song. And I really like Gaston. He's a great villain. Love Gaston.
I did have a tea party for my birthday this year, and got a little itty bitty Alice in Wonderland cup that says "We're all mad here."
That's a Taylor
from a
Swift quote.
vintage.
Oh,
Well,
just kidding.
Yeah, but the coffee cup's way too small to actually drink coffee in because I don't drink black coffee, so I need lots and lots of creamer in it. So that is my designated tea cup.
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute.
do you guys drink a lot of tea?
No,
Like hot tea? Is that a thing?
I drink more coffee than tea for sure.
Yeah.
I like hot tea at night, and I love sweet tea. But if I go to a restaurant and order sweet tea and they say, no, we have unsweet, but here's some sweetener, it's not the same.
Not the
No,
same.
I'll change my drink. Just give me water.
And that could also be a Southern thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a tea set? Like a little saucer and a little tiny cup.
No.
Did y'all do that much? Tea?
No.
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 I mean, I played tea with
Yeah.
my kids when they were little, but
And I am sorry to our English listeners because I know that tea over in England is like a big deal.
man, I wish we could. Like the high tea at
Yeah.
4 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
I wish that was a part of our day.
I know. We should incorporate it.
So, Anna, are you going to be trying hot tea whenever you go to England?
I guess I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I'm told to do.
And you can have a biscuit.
A biscuit and fish and chips.
Oh, fish and chips are so good.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
So we're talking about the song Wonderland by Taylor Swift. Here's how the song starts. These are the lyrics. Flashing lights and we took a wrong turn and we fell down a rabbit hole.
I'm obsessed with how the cadence of it, similar to I Wish You Would, like the cadence of it doesn't end where the sentence ends. It like starts the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me scroll. Yeah, flashing lights and we took a wrong turn and we fell down a rabbit hole. Like I wish you would come back. Wish I never hung up the phone like I did. Wish you knew that. I don't know. I love when that happens.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
just really like it a lot.
I think she
Kind of
loves
builds
it too.
I think she loves
anticipation
it.
for the next line.
I think she loves it too.
But
Yeah.
also, Taylor Swift has loved to say, come down the rabbit hole with me.
Right.
She's used that in interviews to tease. How long can I tease something in advance? Is 3 years long enough? Is
Yeah.
it too long? So she definitely loves Alice in Wonderland.
And Down the Rabbit Hole is also just like I'm sure inspired by Alice in Wonderland, but also just like, a metaphor, right, to describe when you can go down the rabbit hole of like conspiracy theories or down the rabbit hole of like one time I went down this rabbit hole on YouTube about water slides.
Oh.
I don't know why, but like how like water slides are made and like the world's like largest water slides and like things like that. That would be that would be a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah, but but I just Googled this really quickly. What come first? Rabbit hole, like where did that origin come from? But this says Lewis Carroll's 1865 classic Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So that is a reference from that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyday terminology now. For the people who haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. I did see on Reddit a theory that was posted 10 years ago when the album first came out, and it suggested that Wonderland and I Know Places are the same story, but at different points in the story.
Oh, wow.
So they broke it down with the lyrics about basically, Taylor and her counterpart are being watched. It's a scene and we're out here in plain sight. There were strangers watching, and then people talking about them. We can hear them in the whispers as they pass by. Whispers turn to talking. And then it kind of follows a story about how they're running away from the paparazzi and they're trying to find somewhere that they can't be found, like we found Wonderland.
Well, and that's kind of what I get from the very first line. Flashing lights.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
paparazzi.
Paparazzi, flashing lights. She's
Yeah.
talked about that before.
Yeah, which is also interesting because I know this is the first like bonus track on the album, but the album itself starts with Welcome to New York with these lights are so bright they never blind me, and then it turns out to be this like common theme throughout the album about how they are very blinding and she's trying to run away from them. So it's this like like metaphor, I guess, or like imagery kind of throughout the album, where it starts as this like bright thing and then ends up being a really dark thing. Whoa. But yeah, and then I found something that says while the idea of light is usually associated with what's good and holy, sometimes you can be blinded without even knowing. Taylor didn't know that she was going the wrong way until it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
You held on tight to me because nothing's as it seems and spinning out of control. Didn't they tell us don't rush into things? Didn't you flash your green eyes at me? Who has green eyes? Not in this room, but as far as potential muses.
I think Harry Styles had green eyes. I think John Mayer had hazel eyes, which, I mean, could be considered green. Diana Agron had green eyes. But I did see that green eyes could also just represent jealousy.
Oh.
Ooh.
So maybe it's not even green eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just a thought.
Never thought of that.
Haven't you heard what becomes of curious minds?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat. And then I also saw somebody had pointed out, talking about potential muses, that Harry Styles grew up in Cheshire,
Yes.
England.
Yes.
Like that's the name of his hometown. So there's a connection.
Didn't it all seem new and exciting? I felt your arms twisting around me. I should have slept with one eye open at night. So when she's saying she needs to sleep with one eye open, does that mean she's feeling like she's been double-crossed?
Yeah.
I think
Like
so.
I should have been
Untrusting.
Regret.
Yeah.
Like I should have paid more attention instead of getting like wound up in like the fairy tale of it all, right? Caught up in this dream-like relationship or so.
Yeah, and I mean, she says here, didn't they tell us don't rush into things? But they did. And here they are.
Yeah.
Didn't you flash your green eyes at me? Like, hello, you're causing
did.
this trouble. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't it all seem new and exciting?
I felt your twisting arms around me. Yeah, I should have slept with one eye open at night. She's about to be double-crossed.
Yeah.
She goes into the chorus and saying, we found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it. And we pretended it could last forever. Hey.
Yeah. Nothing lasts forever, though, according to Taylor in Wildest Dreams.
Mm-hmm. We found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it. And life was never worse, but never better. What does that mean? Life was never worse, but never better.
Like it's just standstill.
Okay, so there's no movement right now. It's
Like you're just caught
It's
up.
not the worst. It's not the best.
Yeah, like you're just caught up in it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Like this wasn't a bad thing, but it also wasn't a good thing.
Gotcha.
It makes me think of as the best of times, it was the worst of times. Was that Tale of Cities? City of
Tale of
Tales?
Two Cities?
Yes, Charles Dickens.
Wow, look
Wow.
at you. Amazing.
That just came right off my head.
Whoa. Are you a tortured poet?
I don't know.
Yeah, and life was never worse, but never better in Wonderland. And she says that several times. Hey.
How catchy is this song? My goodness.
Hey. So we went on our way, two in love to think straight, all alone, or so it seemed. But there were strangers watching, and whispers turned to talking, and talking turned to screams. So does that mean she's getting in an argument with this person? Talking turned to screams? A disagreement?
I think so, but I think the beginning, I think it would have been a lot easier if they would have avoided the media, but they went to Central Park and Times Square. They didn't avoid the eye of the public. So
They were putting their business out there, and then the
Yeah.
public's criticizing them, and strangers watching, and
Yeah.
they're whispering about them,
And then
and then they're fighting.
So is that also like a reference to the Cheshire Cat? Because is always watching Alice, right? In the
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Always watching, but could make himself invisible, if that is correct. Yeah, I found something that says this verse could represent the forest and the watchfulness of the Cheshire Cat and the paparazzi simultaneously, which is really cool just to think about how she could take, an already established story and incorporate it into a song like this and like her life and relationships, friendships, whatever, while like making simultaneous references. Like that's really cool. She is songwriter of our generation.
And I know that a lot of people think that this song is about Diana Agron, whether this is a song about a friendship or a more romantic relationship. I don't know, but I mean, this seems like it's not that. this seems like it's more leaning towards someone she was heavily publicized to be with.
And I think, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe like the major reason that people think that is because Diana like was obsessed with Alice in
Yeah,
Wonderland.
doesn't she have like some Alice in Wonderland
like
tattoos?
yeah,
and
like
everything?
had a tattoo. Her old like username on social media was fell down the rabbit hole. Like that was like her thing was Alice in Wonderland. And then they had a, close friendship, and then Taylor has a song called Wonderland, so it's like the connection is just there,
Right,
I suppose.
Right. But I feel like their relationship was not heavily publicized or anything like that.
I think it was more like fan lore.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But recently, like on the Eras tour, Taylor performed Wonderland as a surprise song in Houston right before we saw her, because it was in April. I guess it would have been right after. And then during the performance, she said, she based it off of Twisted Alice in Wonderland. Which people were like, so she confirmed. It's like, well, yeah, Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland. We kind of already knew that. But when she performed that, Diana's name started trending on social media because of, the decade-long connection to it. And Diana was actually interviewed recently, like a little bit after that in Rolling Stone. And she was asked about her feelings on, fans shipping her like with Taylor, I suppose. And she said, that is so interesting. I mean, there's been many stories about my dating life that are so wildly untrue. So that's funny. That was her response. And I mean, I'm not like, are they still friends? I don't know.
have no idea.
Definitely not as close as they
Once
I
were.
would assume. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Didn't they tell us don't rush into things? Didn't you flash your green eyes at me? Didn't you call my fears with a Cheshire Cat smile? Ooh. Didn't it all seem new and exciting? I felt your arms twisting around me. It was all fun and games till someone
somebody
loses their mind.
which is fun because the song, I feel like it like it's already upbeat, but I feel like it kind of starts to like pick up. Like it gets kind of really anticipating throughout this part, right?
Well, that's
unnerving.
also kind of part
Yeah.
of the story too, is Alice is trying to find her way out of this land, and it's kind of a panicked, I just want to get back home feeling. So maybe she's kind of like in Out of the Woods, how it's like an anticipatory song, like it builds and builds and builds. Maybe she's doing the same thing in this song.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
We all carry around different stressors, big and small. Maybe you feel like people are watching out for you all the time. There's always eyes on you. Or you feel this negativity that starts to build up inside. And that's why we'd like to suggest that you talk to our friends at BetterHelp, because therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down.
Therapy is so helpful for so many reasons. Like you can learn positive coping skills, how to set boundaries. Therapy can also help empower you to be the best version of yourself. And it isn't just for those who have experienced major trauma in their lives. It can be so helpful to talk to a licensed therapist about anything that's going on in your life.
And sometimes stress can just build up slowly over time. And like Lacey said, we keep it bottled up, and that can start to affect us negatively to the point where something that's really small can just make you blow up. But getting it off your chest and talking to a therapist and learning those positive coping skills can help you for your future self. And that could be like any sort of stressors, from like financial stressors, relationship stressors, work stressors, anything of the sort. Sometimes you just need to talk it out with the therapist.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Take a moment, visit betterhelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up.
Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
That last line, it's all fun and games until somebody loses their mind, is one of the lines where people think it's about John Mayer. Because in Dear John, it's, don't you think 19's too young to be played by your dark and twisted games?
And doesn't he have a song?
Wonderland. Yeah.
Wow. Those are good clues.
I don't know.
Oh, darling, we found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it, and we pretended it could last forever. And we found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it, and life was never worse, but never better. And she goes on into the bridge. She sings, I reached for you, but you were gone. I knew I had to go back home. You searched the world for something else to make you feel like what we had. To make you feel like what we had. And in the end, in Wonderland, we both went mad.
We're all mad here.
And she goes into the chorus singing about we found Wonderland. Life was never worse, but never better. She kind of sings all of that over again with a lot of ehs.
It could also just be a generic, not saying generic, but like maybe there isn't just one singular muse for this, you know,
Sure.
but just kind of like the idea of getting so swept up in a relationship where you are in your own dream land, where like the outside noise doesn't matter, the paparazzi doesn't matter, the flashing lights and things like that, until the point where you kind of have to snap back into reality and you realize that you went mad the whole time, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of a lot of Taylor Swift songs is you can relate to it yourself
Exactly.
personally, even though you're not a famous A-list celebrity, maybe or maybe not dating another famous A-list celebrity. You can still talk about a relationship being fun and exciting and new and getting caught up in things,
Yeah.
whether that's posting a lot on social media or going out a lot on the town, and you just kind of get caught up in it, and then it falls apart.
Yeah.
I mean, it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
you
Or
know?
even just friends gossiping about you.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's just the attention of this new relationship.
What if it's actually inspired by the person that also inspired I'd Lie? Because his favorite color is green.
You're right.
So, chew on that. I'd Lie, Taylor's version. I'm still fingers
Waiting.
crossed that it's on the debut Taylor's version album. I will cry.
But Taylor also likes to use child references and look childlike sometimes to be able to portray how immature people thought she was. So this
That's so true.
using a child's book could be a reference to her being so young and John Mayer being older. We saw that again in I Bet You Think About Me whenever she's sitting at the kids' table and acting like a little kid, putting peppermints in her mouth, looking like a walrus and everything. And that was kind of in reference to Jake Gyllenhaal treating her like she was a kid and she didn't know anything.
That's a really good point.
Which is also interesting because I feel like she touches on that a lot in Tortured Poets too. Just like the idea of growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. And, you know, like her being told that she was wise beyond her years. It's just kind of like, I mean, obviously she had a very abnormal like upbringing in the spotlight, and so like the levels of maturity of like her age and what's supposed to be normal for her age but what isn't normal for her age, and you're so wise but also you're so young and you're dating so many people but you're supposed to date, like it's like this like constant back and forth, which I'm sure for her it just kind of like, I don't know, that's got to be rattling, right? And correct me if I am wrong, because I tend to fall back when it comes to a lot of theories and stuff, but wasn't there at some point like a theory before we got Tortured Poets that like TS11 was going to be inspired by Alice in Wonderland or like something of the sort? Wasn't it going to be like tied in somehow? Like, wasn't it?
I remember an album being inspired by the story, but I don't know
Or like
when.
maybe there was just going to like, I think it's maybe because she referenced it when she said like, oh, come down the rabbit hole with us, like we're all mad here or something like that we thought like at one point like, oh, maybe, you know, the next album will be more dreamsicle, more, you know, in that kind of sense. And then we got the Tortured Poets department, so that was different. But but I felt like that kind of rang a bell.
Well, speaking of that, Anna, we love to clown. We love to clown and try to guess, what is Taylor Swift doing? What is she up to now? And there are people already clowning about stuff that's happening right now. Like, I absolutely love this voicemail from our listener who is a smart person and likes to clown right along with us.
Hey, 13 podcast. My name is Brady, and I wanted to talk to you guys about Taylor Swift Easter egg at one of the shows. She has a new 1989 outfit with the mismatched colors, and one of them she wore pink and orange, flip-flopped of the colors she wore to the 2016 Grammys. And so Taylor Nation actually confirmed in a tweet and was like, 2016, to a tweet that said these colors look familiar. So when she wears the colors the right way, are we getting Karma Taylor's version, which is an album that I don't know if we talked about it yet. Taylor Swift supposedly wrote between 1989 Reputation, and people have been clowning about it as TS12. Maybe she's going to release as a new album. Maybe it's coming out with Reputation, but that's another clue. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being a Swiftie friend when I needed one, because I know some people don't really like Taylor Swift, and when I say, hey, I'm a Swiftie, people are like, ew, you're weird, ew, I hate Taylor Swift. Thank you guys so much, and I've been listening to this podcast and the video about the Oscars, and I've been hooked. Listen to every single one. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Love you.
Aw, I love you.
Great ideas too.
Yeah.
Good connections.
Yeah. I have been wondering, because like she mentioned, Karma is what we refer to as quote unquote the lost album. It's this long theory about how maybe Taylor Swift was writing music back in 2016, and then everything happened with Kanye that she scrapped it and wrote Reputation instead. Like, that's kind of the very Spark Notes version of the theory. And so I'm wondering if, I mean, she obviously knows about this because she has a song called Karma when she announced that she like LOL'd. I'm wondering if whenever she does release Reputation, Taylor's version, like she could refer to the vault tracks as Karma.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm wondering if it's something.
I would want her to say it.
Right. Like for her to say like the Karma collection or something,
Right.
something of the sort.
I
Like the
need-
Karma vault.
I need her to confirm.
Yeah. Like to say it verbatim.
Yes.
But it'd be really cool if she did.
Yeah.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, well, you already know I'm on board with this theory. You've got Karma written on the man wall twice, which we've come back to time and time again. All this orange that she's been teasing us with. I mean, you remember whenever Midnights came out and she announced Karma as a track and she giggled.
Yeah.
She's very well aware of our Karma theories. And is she feeding him into them? Is she just wearing orange? I mean, I don't know. Is that going to be the new aesthetic for an upcoming album? But thank you so much for sharing that theory with us. And we love you too. I just really love their excitement in that voicemail. Speaking of, we got another great one from May in Connecticut. And you have to listen to how prepared they are for this phone call.
Hey guys, my name is May. I'm 12 years old and I live in Fairfield, Connecticut. First of all, I love your guys' podcast. Every time I start listening, I can't stop. I think really the community of Swifties all around me is also so inspirational and so great to connect with. Like every time I meet a new person who's a Swiftie, I think. I went to the concert last year on May 26th at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. All I can really say is I will never forget it. It was by far the best 3 hours of my life. I think Taylor Swift herself does a really good job of connecting with all of her fans. And even if you're young and haven't gone through breakups or tough family times, you can really deeply relate to every song. Some of my favorites are Long Live, Anti-Hero, Getaway Car, Is It Over Now, New Romantics, Wonderland, But Daddy I Love Him, I'm Gonna Get You Back, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, and I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Oh,
That was excellent.
Those were great choices too.
Great song
Talk
choices.
about taste.
I know. I was like, is she reading my Spotify playlist
I
right
know. I was
now?
about to say that's very Nick, very
So
Nick
great.
playlist right there.
Now I know what I'm listening to on the way home. Are all of those songs.
Oh, that's awesome. When they said they were at MetLife in May of last year, I will just never forget that was the show where she had the first physical CDs.
I thought that's what she was going to mention.
Yeah, the physical CDs of the
Yeah.
Midnights, like Till the Dawn edition that had You're Losing Me on it. And it was like such a moment in Swiftie history because there was like a few Swifties that were there in person that went and bought the CD, ran to their cars, like put the CD in their car and like uploaded the audio like to some Google Drive, and then that file made its way around like the Swiftie community. Don't tell Taylor Nation.
I don't think
Yeah.
But that's just that's community.
Yeah.
Also, we got to hear from Christina, who's learning a lot of Tortured Poets Department parallels.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm calling from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm 14. And we're reading Romeo and Juliet, and I noticed there's a lyric parallel, and we know she loves Romeo and Juliet because of love story. And in the balcony scene, Juliet says that a rose by any other name is still as sweet, but in the Albatross, she says a rose by any other name is like a scandal. And also, the manuscript is probably about All Too Well 10-minute version because in one of her interviews, she mentioned how, like, when trying to avoid that, who it was about, like, whether or not it's about Jake Gyllenhaal, she said, well, it's not, like, mine anymore. It's, like, ours. It's everybody's. And then the manuscript, she's like, but the story's not mine anymore. And my name's Christina, and I really, really love your podcast, and it's really bad, and I listen to it too much, and my mom kind of gets mad at me.
No, Christina, is she our one listener in Ohio?
She might be. What's
That's
up?
so exciting. Wait, that's a really, really cool parallel between Romeo and Juliet and the Albatross.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I learned something new. That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And we are going to be getting to the Tortured Poets
We
Department
will.
soon. Very, very soon.
Very soon.
And we really have our work cut out for us.
We do.
It's dense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of references. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get all the references.
No, we'll need corrections.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll need people to chime in, which will be really cool. Also, Nick and I are matching today. We're wearing our Tortured Poets Department hats.
So cute.
We're so cute. It's our like uniform. Nick and I are also on the same team in our surprise song
Right.
game. So I don't see you guys matching.
Wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow.
we could.
Okay, Nick,
got
we'll have to
Okay.
reconvene.
Anna, we could also.
I do have one more voicemail, and this is also from a Christina who has some thoughts about the asylum that Taylor Swift mentions in the Tortured Poets Department.
Hi, I'm Christina. I don't know if I have the right number, so I'm sorry to this random person, but
I think we need to upload a voicemail.
I thought we did.
We recorded it.
That was me telling on myself. We recorded it. I haven't uploaded
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's fine.
And I will do it. I am
That's
getting
fine.
to it.
Yeah, don't worry.
But every voicemail that I get that's like, oh, hey, I hope this is the right number, then I left that in there so y'all know that I haven't done it yet. But I will do it.
You love tattling on yourself.
I was thinking about how in Tortured Poets she's making all these references to the asylum she was raised in, and it's like a mental hospital, but she said she's never, like, gone to therapy, that's physical therapy. So I was like, what if her old record label and, like, the people who manage, like, her, like, managed her, she's attached to the asylum she was raised in, and that's, like, a mental asylum because she was, like, so controlled, and then now she's, like, free, and now Travis Kelce, she's happy because it's so high school. And I don't know, if anyone would get it, it would be you guys. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I totally get that, especially throughout the entire album. And of course, we'll talk about it a lot when we get into it. But she does talk so much about her fame. And I definitely agree that like the asylum is like the fame and the industry. I also came across this post from Women's Art. It's this picture of a linen jacket by Agnes Richard, a seamstress who was placed in a psychiatric hospital during the late 1800s. And so she embroidered her life story onto the jacket as an attempt to regain her identity. And if you look at the jacket, it looks like the dress that she's wearing during the Tortured Poets Department set. Like, you know how like the dress that she's wearing has like the lyrics. It looks like they're written on it. Looks like they're embroidered. It looks like this jacket that Agnes Richard created when she was in a psychiatric hospital in the late 1800s.
Interesting.
Wow.
To regain her identity. Isn't that insane? Like, in like a, like, oh my God, the layers and layers and layers. And it's crazy too how Taylor Swift makes so many literary references, historical references, and things like that. And as Swifties, we just find them. It's not like she's telling us like straight up, which I think makes it even so much more fun to be a Swiftie when you just find there's something new that you find every single time. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I love that. We have so much learning to do in preparation for Tortured Poets Department. This is going to be intense. Anna, I remember sometimes you would show us how much prep you had put into something and it'd be pages and pages and pages. I mean, are we going to be returning to that? Are we going to have like a manuscript for every single song that we break down?
I think so. Yeah, I have had the same document since we started our podcast. Like every single episode we've ever recorded, every prep that I've done for this podcast, I have it in the same Word document. And right now it is 433 pages long.
I love that.
So that's 3 years of breaking down Taylor Swift's music is 433 pages.
Just you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's us too.
Yeah. Like, I don't have all this stuff that you guys contributed.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot. And this is pre-Tortured Poets. So
Thank you all so much for calling and leaving us a voicemail on a random number that we haven't attached our voicemail to yet.
But we will.
It's coming. What is our number?
689-214-1313. Remember that as Reputation 89. Valentine's Day. 214, starring Taylor Swift. 1313.
Yeah.
That's how we remember it.
That's what a listener suggested.
Oh, you weren't here.
Maybe I wasn't here.
Yeah.
You weren't here. It was a voicemail from a listener that's how we remember it.
Awesome.
I know.
That is the most Swiftie explanation of a phone number
It is.
I've ever heard.
Also,
That's
can I say,
great.
so Nick, you weren't here when we talked about that, and I had mentioned that I recently moved. I moved, and my new address, like my street address, I didn't say what it was, but I do remember it's like 2 of my favorite Taylor Swift albums. And I've been getting DMs from our listeners being like, is it these 2 albums? Like trying to guess like my house number based on my favorite Taylor Swift albums.
I love
Which I think is so funny.
I kind of want to do it too.
0311.
310.
I'm not going to give away my home address, but I'll just say that it's 2 of my favorite Taylor Swift albums.
And y'all, I had such a good morning going through voicemails. I have just brand new great ones to play for y'all tomorrow.
Yay.
That y'all are just going to absolutely love. So Thank you. Thank you to everybody for giving us a call.
Also, I do want to say thank you to everyone for our recording schedule has been just a little wacky. We've getting into the studio, getting together has been a little all over the place. So thank you guys for bearing with us when we're just all over the place. Thank you so much.
All right, so join us next time. The next time we are breaking down a song, because who knows what we're going to post next. The next time we're breaking down a song, it is going to be You Are in Love. Yay. One of my personal favorites. Can't wait. See you soon.
Thanks for listening. The Third Teen, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.